Hello everyone, the Nerdy Steve here, and today I will be featuring a mono green aggro deck in Standard. The list is in the description below. I'm going to talk about the general plan of the deck, and then we'll play a couple of games. So, let's go. There's not really much to talk about here, sadly or gladly. It's very, very basic. We have, you know, Ascendant Packleader as a 1-drop. We have some 2-drop creatures with Llanowar Loamspeaker allowing us to, you know, jump ahead, skip the 3-mana spot, and go directly to Ulvenwald Oddity if we want. And then we just have some top-end big creatures. And then we have Reckoner Bankbuster here as, a card that can get crewed and tech for 4, but also can draw some stuff in the meantime. In a format with Meathook Massacre, sometimes you want this card advantage over time if you're not, able to close out the game early. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is a list I kind of found online and changed a little bit about it. So we'll see. I'm very excited to try to see what Defiler of Vigor does. I think it has opportunity to do some really, really cool things. And yeah, I'm excited to try. So let's go and play some games. Alright, Don. We'll keep... We actually have... This is almost as ideal a hand as we can hope to expect here. We don't want to draw any more lands, really. But we have a 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 4-drop, and we're playing everything out on curve. So let's hope for the best. And Liliana, which is very, very unfortunate for us.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch. I've always hated crowds.
We want to Jewel Thief over Cemetery Prowler because we need to have Tamiyo Safekeeping protection. Otherwise, we will just, lose on the spot, right? Underdog, okay.
Don't overthink.
Bye, Prowler. Oddity will attack the Lily. And I think we want to... Our opponent's probably going to underdog to block there. Which is a little unfortunate for us. Because I'd rather this just never block or do anything. But it can allow our opponent to draw a couple of cards at the cost of taking life. But it's not something I'd want to do. Our opponent also is 1 land away from having a really big Meathook Massacre, which will be how we lose as well. So let's hope no land and no Meathook for 4. If there is a Meathook for 4, we lose. So, which, again, lovely. So, ooh, we have our own Bankbuster? Okay. This might allow us to get back into the game a little bit. We really need to get something good going, though. A Liliana is
Enough with the
not
mysteries.
what we want, though.
Sacrifices must be made.
And even with the Bankbuster allowing us to draw cards, it's just not gonna probably be enough. We would need, something relevant. And it looks like we're not gonna get that here, sadly. Invoke Despair, and you know what? We will just concede, and that's fine. GG. I want to make a little note here. I've been losing a lot with this deck against mono black decks. I didn't include a lot of them because the games weren't very interesting, but this is like my fourth or fifth loss in a row, and none of our hands were able to really compete in any significant way. So I'm just putting that out into this video where, you know, so hopefully we'll win at least maybe one game. So let's go. Alright, we'll keep here. We have a turn 2 Quirion Beastcaller, followed by a turn 3 Cemetery Prowler, which is decent. Oh, alright. Our opponent is not... Looks like they're not mono black, so we might actually have a chance here. Also, of course, we don't draw that on turn 1. Because why would we? So, I kind of want to Packleader and Llanowar Loamspeaker here, just because I think if we can get this big enough, quick enough, we have a chance to, you know, get through whatever our opponent is trying to do. We do get to Ulvenwald Oddity next turn as well, and so we'll be able to attack with a 4/4 Oddity and a Quirion Beastcaller, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, we don't necessarily care about that. And yeah, we have a bunch of big bodies going now to our opponent. Like, this is kind of ideally how our deck functions. So, I'm a little happy, regardless of whether or not our opponent wins now. I hope they don't, but you have to take your wins when you can, everyone. I'm trying to think what we're particularly worried about. Okay. I'm not that worried yet. Our opponent does have the Jukai Naturalist out, so there is potential for, like, a really, really big Kami of Transients here. Okay. It's a really big Kami of Transients. And we're dead. GG, everyone. Alright, everyone. This is a good hand. We will keep it. We have the Packleader. And so nothing can go wrong here. Our opponent is on mono blue. Maybe blue-white spells matter, but okay. I think we're fine here. Let's attack first to see what we're up against. Nothing there. And I want to Quirion Beastcaller here. The other alternative is Llanowar Loamspeaker, but we really want to use up all of our mana. Sadly, we got punished there. But also, it sets us up for a better turn next turn, right? And now, I actually have no idea what we can expect here. So I'm actually going to Cemetery Prowler. Probably another counterspell. Impulse, okay. Which I think might be fine. And maybe our opponent is playing the Tolarian Terror, and exiling instants from our opponent's graveyard might be somewhat beneficial. And I'm going to do that anyway. Opponent put something on bottom with Fading Hope. But I think that's what we want to do. That seems like the best part of use of our mana, or the triggered ability. Not that we don't have anything else to exile, so it's not really an option. But even if we could exile our own creatures, I think this would be for the best. So let's attack first. Essence Scatter. Our opponent can't syncopate for one because we loved playing our land first, but of course, that's fine. We have two pack leaders. So what are we afraid of? A lot of things. Haughty Jin. Okay. So that is kind of what I was afraid of. I don't think there's anything you can do to counter this. Spell Pierce? Negate. Oh, because everything costs one less. Oh, love it. Love this so much for us, everyone. Alright, we're gonna take 5. We're not gonna cry yet, but we're very, very close. There's the Tolarian Terror that we... If only we drew more lands, I think that's how we get out of this, everyone. Yeah. And now our opponent goes. And we will take 10. We will take 5. We're not gonna cry yet. But, you know, this is as close to as unhinged as you'll ever see me in a video. We have not won a single match with this deck yet. And we will not. So... we literally can't do anything here. We can't attack, right? But it's just not worth it. We need to... Our out is our opponent to disconnect. Or have 4 lands in hand and us to draw the green Invoke so we can have creatures with reach that will block the Haughty Jin. Which I don't think will happen. But... at least we made a treasure along the way. We will not attack. That will not give my opponent the benefit or the enjoyment of killing our own creatures in combat. I will not do that. But we will let our opponent attack us for 12 in the air. Because, you know what? Our opponent earned it and deserved it. GG. Well, thank you for watching me play Mono Green Aggro in Standard. This deck was not working for me, and I don't know. I think maybe in best of 3 it could be better, yes. I also think maybe if we went more on Jewel Thief, we can get rid of maybe Wrenn and Seven or Outland Liberator and put more Jewel Thieves in. And Bankbuster maybe just needs to become Tamiyo Safekeeping. Another threat. But it just, it didn't come together a lot. And I also think this deck just is not particularly good in a mono-black metagame. Maybe the other decks, we just maybe drew a little badly and they drew very well against us. But even our best hands against mono black, they just weren't good enough. Your opponent just needs removal or Liliana very early on, and you're just so out of steam. And then they meet Hook Massacre, and you just cry. Really. So this was not working out for me, and I learned a lot about it. If you have a good mono green list, please let me know. Maybe I can try it again next week, but this just... Sometimes you try out stuff, and you learn that it's just not particularly good. And that's what I did today. So I played it, so you don't have to. And I also wasted some wild cards. And you know what? It was worth the experience of getting utterly demolished. So if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Great way to help support me. You can watch me play live at twitch.tv/thenerdysteve. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And thank you so much for watching and sticking through this video. Bye.